Hello YouTube, these are my original 9 MADBALLS figures from the 80s. They're made by Amtoy. In a previous video I decided to combine all of these together into one figure. This is what I came up with on that occasion, and I inked in the outlines and then I just filled it with watercolour. And then I went in with some shadows just to make it a little bit more three-dimensional. So as well as making the figures, which had little clips on the back and their heads were the balls and they used to fly off when you pulled the little clip on the back, they also made just balls that were kind of rubber soft balls that you could throw at each other. So what I've decided to do is create a whole line of new balls, and you can see here I've just drawn them all in as pencil outlines initially, and I'll just go through these and show you. So there was Grumpy Lumpy, this guy's called Blink Wink, and then we've got this one, Motor Mouth. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep all these as pencil outlines, but then I'm going to watercolour over the top of them. And I'll leave the names in pencil in case I change my mind about them. This is called Brace Face. And the next one, they'll all be more obvious when I've watercoloured them in. This one's called Fat Rat. So yeah, I've come up with a whole load of names, but I'm not sure if I'll stick with them or not. This one's called Half Head. If you get any better names for them, let me know in the comments. This guy's called Eyes Down. Yeah, a lot of the details on these will just pop out a lot more after I've watercoloured them. This one's called Brain Strain. Then we got the next guy is called Snot Tash. I think with these I tried to make them pretty gross like the original ones. This whole kind of line of figures and balls, they're known as gross out. That's the kind of style. This guy's called Split Snort. This one's called Rust Crust. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how these have gone. They look much better in watercolour, as you'll see in a minute. This guy is called Pinball. I basically thought to myself, what would be the best commission to get in the world? And I think it would be if a toy company like Amtoy came up to you and commissioned you to make a whole new line of MADBALLS. I've had really good fun designing these 12 anyway, so I'll show you what they look like all watercoloured up. Okay, so this is what they've come out like. I was thinking about inking in all of the outlines in pen, but I decided not to in the end. I just watercoloured them, and I think they've looked better because of it. I think the shadows look more realistic. So this is Grumpy Lumpy. You can see I've basically just put a whole load of warts all over him, and I think that will give the ball a lot of texture, make it really good fun to kind of play with. I've just gone for a really bright yellow fade into orange colour scheme here. I still might work up some of these even more in the future, just to darken them a little bit more, but I think for now they're looking pretty cool. So Blink Wink, you can see basically he's just got one great big bruised eye, as if somebody's punched him in the eye. It's pretty gross, but I quite like it, and I think it fits in really well with the original MADBALLS figures. Okay, this next guy is called Motor Mouth. As you can see, he's basically just chewing on a motorbike engine, which makes my teeth go a little bit on edge, but that's what it's all about. This next guy is called Brace Face, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. Anybody that had to wear braces back in the day, like I did, will understand this one. But also, I just think it looks pretty cool as a ball. Okay, then we've got Fat Rat. I did this one because I thought it'd be quite nice to have an animal one. I have been collecting the blurp balls recently, and one of those is called Retcha Rat Tomcat. Right, half head is basically half a head with lots of kind of veins and stuff sticking out the bottom of it. This next one's called Eyes Down, and I'm really pleased with the colour scheme on this one. I love the way it makes the eyeballs pop out even more, having this really vivid bright green. I like the stitching as well. That's a nice nod back to the original MADBALLS. Okay, Brain Strain, I wanted him to look like he was kind of under pressure and his eyeball had kind of popped out, and maybe his skull had popped off the top as well. Snot Tash is, as you can see, he's got a moustache that is snot. Nice and gross, isn't it? My next one is called Split Snort, and I've basically tried to make him look like, you know, he's been cleaved down the middle of his face, so he's got blood pouring out the bottom, which is nice. and again nice and bright yellow and orange. And we got Rust Crust here. I thought it'd be cool to have like a robot one where he looks like he's metal. If it was actually to be put into production, it would be cool if it was like silver as well with the rust around the edges. And this last one, Pinball, is probably my favourite. It's my favourite colour scheme, and it's just simple, like a big safety pin through his nose and calling him Pinball. Anyway, as some of you know, I'm a sculptor as well, so I may end up sculpting some of these. Let me know in the comments which ones you like best, which ones you like least. Be interesting to get some opinions from you guys. Check out my other videos if you get a chance. Hit subscribe to see anything that I post up in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.